on the unlawful withdrawal of security detail for Honorable Justice Lawrence Mugambi. We, the Kenya Judges Association, representing Kenya, the College of Judges in Kenya, is outraged at the brazen and bridled impunity shown to the judiciary and its constitutional given decision independence. The association shares and associates itself with the concerns raised by the Judicial Service Commission earlier yesterday. Following a decision by Judge Lawrence Mugambi in Nairobi High Court Constitutional Petition number 436 of 2024, in the matter of LSK versus Inspector General and 4 others, one, Inspector Riri, attached to Judiciary Police Unit and stationed at the Supreme Court, called and ordered the judge's driver and bodyguard to immediately surrender their arms and to immediately report back to GSU headquarters. He added that if the two did not comply immediately, he had been assigned a motor vehicle to physically track them down and forcefully disarm them. He assigned his authority in so acting to have come from an undisclosed office above. Judge Mugambi called the inspector in humility and sought to know why the drastic and sudden action was being executed against him and if there would be replacement. The answer was that the officer was acting on instructions from above and he had no instructions on the replacements. As we speak here, the judge has neither driver nor bodyguard. We remind Inspector Riri and the persons whose unlawful authority is executing that the services of a driver and security to a judge are not privileges accorded to a judge at the whim of the Inspector General, but considerable benefits one cannot take away without being seen to affront the Constitution. We take this, and this morning I have seen a statement by the IG. It is misapprehension of the law to allege that the security to the judge is a privilege. It is equally a misapprehension of the law and the fact, as we know it, that the 2 officers were called for training because they are not in training as we speak now. We take this as an acceptable direct onslaught on the judge's office, an undisguised threat and intimidation to the judge as a consequence of his discharge of judicial duty. We see it as an onslaught on both the Constitution and the rule of law. It is an assault on the office of all judges in Kenya and the institution they serve. We see Inspector Riri as the face and instrument of this violation and the only disclosed offender, and now issue a notice that we shall take all legal measures, including moving the court to declare him unfit to hold a public office. We remind Inspector Riri that he, the officers he has withdrawn, and all his superiors, including the Inspector General, like all public and state officers, work for Kenyans and merely execute a delegated mandate from the people. No police officer works at the beacon and pleasure of the superiors. None is expected to effect unlawful or illegal orders or directives. We therefore demand of the National Police Service Commission, pursuant to provisions of Article 146(3) of the Constitution, the immediate reinstatement of the judge's driver and security. We demand of the Inspector General, as the ultimate duty bearer, the immediate and unequivocal apology, together with an assurance that such will not be repeated under his watch and tenure. We have copied this statement to the Independent Police Oversight Authority as a complaint against Inspector Riri. On behalf of the judges of the Superior Courts of Kenya, we reaffirm that our duty and obligation to the nation and its citizens to impartially do justice in accordance with the Constitution without favor, fear, bias, affection, ill will, prejudice, or any political influence remain even more resolute and unwavered. That is our statement, signed by me, Justice Patrick Otieno, the President, Judges Welfare Association. Thank you, members of the press, for coming.
Ramogi mano kanyo en riwruok mar jong'ad bura ma tiere Kisumu, motese ni Kisumu Judges Welfare